Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to look at conceding. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 7th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success. The president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, a best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is going to be released shortly. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is "Okuranaide ne." Okuranaide ne. Remember, this is informal Japanese. This means don't be late. This is something you'd say to your friend. "Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne," or a family member. Hey, don't be late. "Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne." Hey, listen, we've got to go out. Don't be late. "Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne. Okuranaide ne." This is episode number 426. We're talking about, should the leader concede? Never surrender. No capitulation. Quitters don't win, and winners don't quit. When you're going through hell, keep going. The leader is the organization's rock, its talisman, the one who overcomes all. The mindset is hard-headed, stubborn, able to persevere no matter what. Confusingly, the leader also has to be flexible, supple, adaptable, and adjustable. These opposites remind me of the yin-yang symbol, the essence of dualism. How should we leaders operate in this dualistic ecosystem where we are called upon to be hard-headed and yet pliable at the same time? When you think about it, leaders become leaders because most other people just can't be bothered. As Yogi Berra, the American philosopher, once noted, leading is easy. It's getting people to follow you, which is hard. That is the reason most people are followers. Leading others is hard work, problematic, and stressful. As the boss, we sometimes have to fire people who underperform. And unless you are a corporate psychopath, this is unpleasant, wearing, and difficult. As the leader, we have to drive our people to accept our worldview is correct. Now, we may believe it, but why is it true? Try that again. Now, we may believe it, but why is it true? What is so special about us that we have a much clearer vision than everyone else on where we need to go and what needs to happen? Are we secretly suffering from imposter syndrome, where we are second-guessing our own decisions, or are we like a mad pirate captain aggressively shouting out orders that must be obeyed or else? As a leader, we have to be accountable for the results. However, we can't do everything by ourselves these days, so we are forced to work through our people. These are people who are totally different from us. They are marching to the beat of many and various drums. They also have secret drums whose beat they never share with the boss. There are hidden agendas flying around everywhere in the workplace. The boss has to corral all of these somehow and get the team to work together and toil away in harmony. No wonder most people say, no thank you, and opt to be followers. On top of all this, the boss is busy, busy, busy. Working through people is fine as an idea, but the boss has a truckload of work to get through each day to make sure things are moving forward as planned. In this modern age, the time available to coach people has become a minimalist activity. Also, the time to delegate properly to direct reports isn't there. Delegation easily drops off the leader's radar. This lack of delegation ability just boomerangs back into the boss's orbit the work which should be done by others. As the boss, we should be working only on those high-value items which only we can do, and we should be delegating everything else. Good in theory, but for a reality check, when I take a hard look at my daily work schedule and routine, I wince. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is brought to you by, on the 8th of September, we're doing negotiations. On the 16th of September, doing conflict management. On the 19th of October, we're doing storytelling. Our website is www.dale, D-A-L-E hyphen Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E .co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. How open are we really to the opinions of our team? We see a lot of mouthing of platitudes by leaders about management by wandering around. This can often just become issuing orders and directives from a new location other than their spacious corner executive office. The platitudes come thick and fast when the subject of servant leader pops up. When I hear, I am a servant leader, my ears prick up, I brace myself, and the cynical Aussie in me emerges. We all get the idea. We have to work through people and we have to become enablers, allowing others to be the best they can be. All laudable stuff. But how does all of this fit into the messy world of the busy, driven, take no prisoners, get the job done, hard head executive? Who is actually serving who in reality? If we do want to tap into the full potential of our teams, we will need to change our priorities and mindset. We definitely should make more time for our team members to coach and encourage them. I can hear the shrieks of pain already from many leaders, myself included. How can we do this? Let's start by remembering it isn't the whole day we are talking about here. Good so far, but we are talking about paying the opportunity cost of coaching someone versus doing other high-value urgent tasks. I realize I have to face the fact this is the cost I need to pay and reorganize myself. Our mindsets also need to incorporate there are many paths to the mountaintop and accept that maybe we don't know everything. This is particularly hard because we're often reluctant to give up control and concede someone else's idea is better than ours. We didn't become the leader because we doubted ourselves. Can we concede others may have better ideas than we have? How do we adjust to that approach, that angle? In my own case, going for greater self-awareness is a good starting point. This is how to realize that I have been hardwired by my experiences and attitudes to see the world in a certain way. Consequently, I tend to lead a certain way, believing this is the correct and only way. Conceding I am not perfect would have to be close behind. Intellectually, I know this, but I also know I am the leader, and everyone is depending on me to be right and every time. How do I regulate the perfection drive to incorporate more flexibility? I struggle with this one all the time. Let's do the job to the best of our abilities and let's not see flexibility as a weakness. I have to constantly remind myself that while most people don't want the hassles of being the leader, they can still have ideas and views which are a plus. I can select what I like and leave what I don't like. I have to keep telling myself, Greg, it's not a zero-sum game anymore. The yin-yang idea of dualism requires a flexible mindset which requires work. Like all hard work, there are rewards at the end that make it worthwhile, and this is another case. So let's switch up our thinking about what it means to be a leader. I'm still a work in progress, and I probably need this message more than anyone else. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put it into action because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.